All right, so this is your assignment today. You're going to do the whole front page, and we're going to look at what's expected of you. So let's look at number one. Number one, could you put it in your calculator?
Yes.
All right, so let's do that. So I got 4x minus 7 and 1. Second trace 5. And the answer is not x equals 2, it's x is something 2. So I write that. Okay, how do I know if I need to flip the sign? If the coefficient is negative, is this coefficient negative?
No.
So does the sign flip?
No.
So it stays. It stays what? Greater than or equal to. All right, so guys, don't just go over here and go like this. That's not acceptable. You've got to put the number before it and the number after it at least, okay? So 1, 2, 3. Solid dot. Shaded what?
To the right.
To the right. All right, let's go do number 8. Go put it in your calculator. Okay, so I'm going to have D is something to 2.3 repeating or 2 1/3. Yes?
Yes.
All right. You must show some work on this one because there is a D on the left and a D on the right. You cannot just look at it and know that the variable's coefficient is positive or negative. So you would have to at least do the first step, yes? How would I move this negative 5D to the left? Plus 5D. So I have 10 plus, what is negative 11 plus 5? Negative 6D is greater than negative 4. That's all the work you have to show because now you can see that the coefficient is what? The coefficient is negative, which means I'm going to do what to my sign? So instead of greater than, it's going to be less than. All right, now on this one, you can do it a lot of different ways, but look how many tiny lines they put. Do you think they wanted you to put it in thirds? Probably. So if this was 2, then this would be, how did I do it last time? 1/3, 2/3, 3/3, that'd be 3. There we go, there's 1/3, 2/3, 3/3. So 2 and 1/3 would be here. Shaded to the left. I mean, I could have done it differently. I could have done it however, but I did it in thirds. Okay, any questions on the front? Okay, go to the next page. You are going to do the evens on this page. So circle them. You're going to do 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, and 22. Every answer, I hope you're listening, every answer on this side is either going to be all real numbers or no solution. Every single answer.
Are the other ones extra credit?
Huh?
Are the other ones extra credit or
The other ones, no, because I didn't tell third period that. Okay, I am going to do number 11 with you as an example. So let's do number 11. Can you do these in your calculator?
No.
Not at all. You can't, because the answer is going to be one of these things.
Just like, can you make your windows negative and positive and see it?
No, you can do that with equations. But this, you're going to have to see if it's true or false. It's not parallel or not parallel. It's either true, it works, or it's false, it doesn't work. Did y'all hear his question? Because remember on equations, it would still do it for us, and all we had to do was like zoom in to see if it was parallel lines or, thank you. What am I? Parallel lines were no solution, or the same line. I'm like, lost my mind. Okay, you can't do that on these because they're not really, it's the less than or greater than that you're looking to see if it's true or false. Okay, so you have to solve them. So let's do number 11. All right. Are there parentheses that need to be dealt with?
No.
Are there like terms on the left? Are there like terms on the right? I don't even have everybody paying attention. So I have 6y minus 9 is less than or equal to, what's 4y plus 2y?
6y.
Minus 16. So right there I know that the answer is going to be no solution or all real numbers because the slopes are the same. Okay, but I have to solve it. So I go like this, minus 6y to get it over here. I already know I'm going to get 0y. Okay, so 0y minus 9 is less than or equal to negative 16. How do I get rid of minus 9? All right, so I have 0y is less than or equal to negative 16 plus 9 is negative 7. And this is where I figure it out. So what's 0 times y? 0. So is 0 less than or equal to negative 7?
Yes. Oh, I know.
I'm going to say it again. Is 0 less than negative 7? No, this is false. So the answer is no solution. Are we okay? Let's go to number 17 as an example. All right, are there like terms on the left I need to combine? What is 4m minus 2m? So I have 2m plus 14 is less than or equal to 2m plus 14. See, like when it was equations, you would say all real numbers because they're the exact same line. The problem is well, with this one, you would kind of know that it's going to be all real numbers because it's or equal to, and they are equal. They're the exact same. So if it didn't have that or equal to sign, we'd have a problem. Okay, but let's go ahead and solve it because they won't always all look like that. Okay, so here we go. Minus 2m. So I have 0m plus 14 is less than or equal to 14. Minus 14. So I have 0m is less than or equal to negative, 0. So I have 0 is less than or equal to 0. Is 0 less than or equal to 0? So this is a true statement. So the answer is all real numbers. Are we okay? So you're going to do the evens on this paper, right? You don't have to do the odds. But you can refer to these two if you need an example. Okay, go to the next page. You're going to do the odds on this page. So you're going to do 25, 27, 29. Everybody got it? Go to the back. We're going to do all the word problems that I'm going to help you set every single one of them up. So all you'll have to do is what? Solve them. All right, y'all ready? Number 30. A weaver spends $420 on supplies to make wall hangings and plans to sell the wall hangings for $80 each. What is that $80? The rate, right? It's the rate. All right, so I know that's going to get the variable. What do we want to say the variable is? Oh, it wants us to use W. All right, so I got 80 times W. Oops, that's 80 times W. What does this even represent? The earnings, right? That's how much money he's going to make. So this is the earnings. And what's this thing?
$420.
That's his.
How much he got?
How much he charges?
Nope.
How much he has?
Total.
That's how much that's his cost. Yes? It's his total cost. So 420 over here, that's his total cost. All right, we want to know how many hangings he needs to sell in order for his profit. Is profit earnings or cost? Earnings. We want his profit to be positive, meaning he needs to make more money than it costs to make them. So what would I do? Great. I need a greater than sign. Do I need an equal than sign? Yes or no?
Yes. No. It says positive.
He wants a profit. He don't want to equal his cost, and he wasted his time.
Greater than or equal to sign.
Why?
Because he wants the profit to be positive, and if he only needs 420, he is not gaining anything. He's just getting back the money that he.
But okay, yeah, I see your point. I see your thoughts. But if I want my profit to be like I actually made profit, that's what he's trying to say. I want to actually make some money.
Zero's not positive.
So I need to make more than what he spends. You were thinking of like a positive number. We're thinking like I want my profit to be bigger than what I spent. Okay? All right. So all y'all got to do is solve it. Here we go. Let's set up the next one. So all you're going to do here is solve it. Question. Could I get a decimal as an answer? I can, but is it a good answer for wall hangings? Can I sell half of a wall hanging? So would I round up or down? Up, because I want to make more money. So if it says I need 2.2 wall hangings, then 2 wasn't enough, was it? Then I need to sell 3. So you're going to round up. All right, this one's a little bit challenging, so let's look at it. Your club is in charge of making pens that students can buy to show their school spirit for the upcoming football game. So what are we talking about?
Football game.
We're going to... Of course that's what you heard. Pens. We're talking about making pens that we're going to sell. You have made 225 pens so far. Is that a rate or a constant? Okay, so that's my starting amount. I've already made them. I've made 225. You have 2 hours left to make the rest of the pens. You need to make at least 400. So that's going to go where? On the other side. And I need to make, this is what I need to make. Y'all agree over here? I need to make at least 400. So let me ask y'all this. How old do you have to be to vote in the United States?
21.
So I have to be 18, so I can't vote? Y'all said I have to be 18.
You have to be 18 or older.
So you have to be at least 18. Okay, so what's my sign? Greater than or equal to. See, all of a sudden that helped y'all understand what you needed. Greater than or equal to. Now, he has 225 already made. We have 2 hours left to make the pens. Let's read the question. So I'm obviously not done over here, right? Write an inequality that gives the possible numbers of P pens, so we're using P, that you have to make per minute.
Oh, this is kind of hard.
I want y'all to think.
120 minutes. Good job, Tony.
Why did Cohen say that? 120 minutes.
Because they're making it to minutes, so you have to put the hours to minutes.
I have 2 hours to make them, but it wants it in minutes. There's 60 minutes in an hour. So in 2 hours there's, so I need plus, I kind of didn't give myself very much space. Plus 120 minutes per, I need to multiply that by the pens. It's greater than or equal to 400. Then you can solve. All right, let's talk about it. Would I round up or would I round down if I got a decimal? Up. All right, last one we're going to set up. You are getting a larger aquarium for your neon tetra fish. They're neon fish. Okay. You also want to add some more fish. The general rule is that each fish, did y'all hear a clue word?
Each.
Okay, each fish, that means there's a rate right there. It needs 2 gallons of water. You currently have 6 fish. You want to buy a 20-gallon aquarium. What are the possible numbers of fish you can put in your aquarium?
2 gallons.
So we're going to use F for fish, right? How many fish do we have?
6.
But we want to add more, so how many fish do we have? Give it to me algebraically.
6x.
So I'm multiplying the fish together.
2x.
6 plus,
2x.
I want to use F though. I like F for fish.
2x.
6 plus F represents, let's talk about this. This represents how many fish I want, right? I already have 6, but it says I want to get some more. See, it says you want to add more. So I have 6 fish. I want to add more fish, but I don't know how many more. How many gallons do they need per fish?
2.
So do I just put the 2 with the F, or do these 6 fish need it as well?
Those fish need that.
I need it in parentheses because all the fish need 2 gallons to swim in. Does this make sense? All right. What's the 20 for?
The total.
The total. All right. What are the possible numbers of fish you can put in your aquarium? So, what's going to be the biggest one? Do I want these to be bigger than 20 gallons or less than? Can it also equal to 20? Yes. All right. Then you round. Then you solve. You don't need to round. You'll get a whole number. All right. So, again, you're doing the whole first page, the evens on the back, the odds on this one. Y'all circled them, right? And then this page, you're going to just solve those 3 problems that I set up for you. All right. Get busy.